When you think of the Home Alone franchise, you probably picture Kevin McAllister portrayed by Macaulay Culkin at his mischievous best, taking on the Wet Bandits. But what happens when the third movie introduces a new kid, new villains, and even ditches some of the Christmas charm? For many fans, Home Alone 3 became the forgotten sibling in the series. But what if I told you it deserves a second look? In this video, we're going to break down why Home Alone 3 is the most misunderstood entry in the franchise and, dare I say, maybe even the best. Let's start with why so many people dismiss it. The first and most obvious reason is that there's no Kevin McAllister. Macaulay Culkin's absence was a deal-breaker for fans of the original two movies. How could you replace such an iconic character? On top of that, the Wet Bandits, Harry and Marv, are nowhere to be found, which made many people wonder if this was even a Home Alone movie. The tone also feels different. The first two films had a magical holiday vibe that balanced slapstick humor with heartfelt moments, but Home Alone 3 leans more into an action comedy style with a spy plot. Some fans felt this was too far removed from the series' roots. And then there are the villains. Let's be honest, the four spies in Home Alone 3 are no Harry and Marv. They don't have the same goofy charm. Instead, they're highly competent professionals who somehow manage to fail spectacularly at every turn. But we'll get to why that actually works in this movie's favor later on. Finally, many fans felt like the Christmas magic was missing. While the movie is set in the winter, Christmas is more of a backdrop than a central theme. For those who loved the warm holiday glow of the first two films, this felt like a betrayal of the franchise's spirit. But here's the thing, when you look past these differences, Home Alone 3 has a lot to offer. What sets this movie apart is its fresh storyline. Instead of repeating the same kid left behind, burglars break in formula. Home Alone 3 raises the stakes with a story involving international spies and a high-tech microchip hidden in a remote-controlled car. It's a ridiculous concept, sure, but it adds a layer of action and suspense that keeps things exciting. In a way, it's Home Alone meets Spy Kids, and that unique twist makes it stand out. Alex Pruitt, played by Alex D. Linz, is also a breath of fresh air. He's not trying to be Kevin McAllister, and that's a good thing. Alex is just a regular kid dealing with everyday problems.
Police, or the Air Force. Nobody. So what do I do? If that means hide, you're wrong. If that means fight, you're right.
Being homesick from school, annoying siblings, and parents who are too busy to take him seriously. What makes Alex so relatable is how grounded he feels. He's resourceful and clever, but not in an over-the-top way. While Kevin often felt like a mini adult,
Call her back. I think you'll be surprised.
Outgoing call. Rerouted.
Hello, Clovis's.
Hi. I beg your pardon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I disconnect you? Karen?
No, it was me. We're renovating. The phone lines are a mess.
They intercepted the phone call.
Alex comes across as an actual kid who uses his creativity and love of gadgets to outsmart the bad guys. His personality shines in little moments, like when he casually outwits his older siblings or handles situations with a quiet confidence that makes you root for him. Now, let's talk about the traps, because let's face it, that's what we all come to a Home Alone movie for. The traps in Home Alone 3 are some of the most creative and elaborate in the entire franchise. Alex turns everyday household items into ingenious weapons, rigging complex setups that would make even Kevin jealous. One standout moment is when Alex uses a makeshift pulley system to outsmart the spies.
Oh, wanna buy a little silence? Double or nothing.
It's a perfect blend of engineering and hilarity. These traps don't just feel like slapstick moments, they showcase Alex's intelligence and his ability to think on his feet. Speaking of the villains, let's dive into why they're actually an underrated part of the movie. The four spies might lack the goofy charm of Harry and Marv, but they bring their own dynamic to the story. Each one has a distinct personality and skill set, which makes their failures all the more entertaining. For example, there's Unger, the tech guy who can't even handle a simple hairdryer trap, and Alice, the leader who constantly gets humiliated despite her confident demeanor. Watching these supposed professionals get outwitted by an 8-year-old is endlessly satisfying, and it adds a layer of humor that feels fresh compared to the slapstick-heavy antics of Harry and Marv.
What? Alice?
Don't move.
Alice? What? Alice? Shh. Alice? You smacked my Winky.
Well, if you changed your shorts once in a while, maybe you wouldn't have rats in your pants.
Another reason Home Alone 3 deserves more love is its broader appeal. While the first two movies are holiday classics tied to Christmas, this one can be enjoyed any time of year. The themes of resilience, creativity, and standing up for yourself are universal, making it a fun family comedy regardless of the season. And let's not overlook the movie's pacing. It moves at a brisk clip, keeping you entertained from start to finish without the occasional lulls that the first two films sometimes had. So whether you're watching in July or December, Home Alone 3 holds up as a standalone adventure that doesn't rely on nostalgia to deliver its charm. In the end, Home Alone 3 might not replace the original for many fans, and that's okay. It's a different kind of movie, one that takes risks and tries something new. And while those risks didn't land for everyone, they gave us a unique entry in the series that's worth revisiting. So, if you haven't seen it in a while, or you skipped it entirely, give it another chance. You might just find yourself rooting for Alex and his high-tech hijinks. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into underrated movies. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite Home Alone movie? Until next time, stay creative and keep defending your turf.